everybody! CW here. I had to use wide screen, wide vision to get everything in. I got so much stuff here to share. Not really. A couple of things are stuff I've had. Just, it's out because of the Contender stuff. So let's get a little bit of one out. You've seen this barrel. This is the 14-inch MGM. It's just out here because we're talking about other things. The other Contender barrel came in. This is the 10-inch tapered bull. Nice early barrel. Really clean. Only one little scuff right there from opening and closing, which is very common. You know, one on each side. But a nice clean barrel. Really nice inside. If he shot it a lot, he cleaned it really good. Really nice barrel. Really nice. So we'll see where that goes. Would never bought it if I'd known I was going to win that one, but I got it. So we'll try it out. Probably send it down the road. I got a 7x30 Waters barrel coming as well. And that's a 14-inch barrel. I had bid on that. I think I told you in the last video. I had bid on that just to throw a bid at it to kind of secure it so it would come up and come around. Never thinking that the opening bid would win it. Nobody else bid. Didn't make it a steal of a price. It was priced too high, but it was fair at the opening bid. He was asking $400 for the barrel, which is way too much for just a barrel, but it had $100 worth of mounts on it. And anywhere you buy those mounts, they're $50-$60 for the base and $50-$60 for the rings. So, you know, you got $120 brand new for bases and rings, and it came with them. So it's really a $300 barrel, which is about on par with a, you know, a higher priced good barrel. Now, doesn't come with the sights, so you know you need to knock that price back to be fair. But $300 for a full length barrel with sights in, you know, real good condition is fair. So I don't need the sights. I'm just going to take them off and put them in the box with the rest of my sights, and I've got a couple in there, so I don't need the sights. The MGMs don't come with sights unless you order them that way. It's an extra. And the MGMs have an extra set of holes because they know they've got some big calibers, and the Contenders have had a tough time with scope mounts. They use a number 6 screw, which they really should use a number 8. And they've always done that. And they figure the 4 screws are enough. And they're really not. Not on the bigger calibers. The small stuff, yeah, no problem. But the bigger stuff, they're just not. Doesn't hold up. And that's why you see the 4 sets of rings, 3 sets of rings on a lot of bigger calibers, because they just don't hold up. There's quite a bit of recoil, and they just don't hold. The scope's good. So MGM added an extra set of holes, and their bases reflect that. They got 6 holes. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about a couple of new stuff, and this one here primarily. This is just a set of 30mm rings. These are some cheapies that I get, Vector Optics. I like them. They're cheap, but they work pretty good. I wouldn't put them on something that was life and death, but for the stuff I do around here, the hunting I do around here, the shooting, they're just fine. I've got 4 or 5 sets of them. I like them. This is a base that I had. This may or may not go on here, depending on how this shoots. For now, we're going to try it with just the Weaver base. Actually, we're not, because the scope I want to put on it is a pick style. And the picks, if you don't know, picks are wider and different spacing than Weaver. And a Weaver base won't fit a pick style base. So this is the red dot I want to try, and I can't put it on. So I've got a pick style EGW base coming. 730 Waters I started to tell you about. The 7x30 Waters barrel that's coming has a scope base and rings on it. But it's a blued barrel with a stainless set of bases and rings. So instead of putting this on here, which is fine, it's just blued to stainless, I'm going to put the blued ones, the stainless ones that are coming on that 730 are going to move over and be put on here. So this will have a stainless set of bases and rings. And then on that 730 Waters, I'm going to put this base. This is a Thompson Center base, 1-piece scope base, 30mm. And that's going to go on here. And then I got to decide on which one of these Pro Class Tascos I'm going to use on there. This is a 4, this is a 3. One of the other is going to go on that 7x30 Waters barrel. And then depending on how this shoots and what I do with it, this may get a scope or it may stay with a red dot. I've got a couple of 10-inch barrels and they've all got red dots. So this may get a red dot too if I decide to keep it. That's a big if. I would really have liked to thread this if I was going to keep it. But this has got a soldered on front sight. It's an old style. And it's really not one to be playing with. It's, you know, they only made these for a few years or in the beginning. So the older ones all had screw-on front sights. So this might be one to keep as is. But we'll see. We'll see how it shoots. So we've talked about that. This is a really nice red dot. I've shown this way back in videos. This is a primary arms with the ACIS reticle in it. Really, really, really a nice dot. This one's in red, but it's really a nice dot. SLX MD25. But again, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this. And Mr. 6-Shooter Texan sent this, and the little bugger didn't say a word. I was on a chat with him Friday. I text with him a couple times a week, and he didn't say a word. So I just texted him. I said, "What did you do?" And he said, "Merry Christmas." So he has struck the first chord. So we'll see where this goes. But let's see what he sent us, because I have no idea. We didn't talk about anything other than my playing with, you know, the Maxi and the Contenders and such. I know he's a Contender guy too. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, it is actually a Christmas present. Look at here. You bugger. So he sent something for Ellie Belly. Some barking strips. Thank you, sir. We've got some snack mix. Okay. Look at here. Peanuts, chips, and chili and garlic. All right, we'll try it. This is my kind of thing. Never heard it before, but we'll try it. It's probably a Texas thing. Well, we'll see if we like it. I'm sure I will. I like everything. It doesn't look like Brussels sprouts, so that's the only downfall I have. Look at here. Pork and bison sticks. I love this stuff. This is from Texas. This stuff is awesome. Special shit. It's what it is. I'm not lying. It comes from the Big Cock Ranch. Look it up online. They got a whole line of stuff. Here's another one. Good shit. They got chicken shit, good shit. I can't even name the rest of them. There's probably 7 or 8 of them. But it's a spice mix. And I've used about, I think I'm on my 3rd one of these. And I've made gifts of these to a couple people too, because I really enjoy it. And it was bought for me as a joke years ago. I'm going to say 5 years ago. And I really, really like it. I put this on everything. I mean, everything. Soup, eggs, everything. And you can use it like you do salt after it's cooked even. Sprinkle it on. So it doesn't have to be cooked in. But check this stuff out. It's really good. Really, really good. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And then we've got trail mix, which I eat this stuff all the time. All the time. This is I don't eat lunch, so I just snack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's in here? What's this? I got more. These look like notes. We'll hold these for after. But what's this? What is this I see? A little zoom, too much zoom. That looks like a bullet mold. That looks like a bullet mold, and it looks like it might be a hollow point bullet mold. I love these boxes. These boxes are awesome, which reminds me, I got to buy another one for that last mold that I just got at NOE. Walter found these, and they are just perfect for bullet molds. They seal up tight. They have a rubber seal in them, Sistema to-go snack boxes. They're not cheap. They're not ridiculous. You can find them 10 bucks, but most of the time they're 15, 18 bucks. But they've got a little compartment on the side, which is nice for pins, screws, you know, little stuff that comes with your molds. And they're big enough to hold a 5-cavity mold, which is nice because they won't quite fit a Lee 6-cavity, but they'll fit a 5-cavity mold with all your extras. So really, really nice. So let's see what we've got here. 358 175 semi-wad cutter. Oh, he sent us some samples. We got some sample bullets in here. So we don't have to even open this to show you. Got some sample bullets in here. And here's some other pins. Oh, he went all out. Ricky, you did me really nice. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. So it looks like we've got, it's a 2-cavity mold. And there's pins in here. So it looks like we've got 1, 2, unless there's spares of the same thing, we got like 3 different kinds of hollow point pins. And he's got a couple extra screws, which are nice, very, very nice. So let's look at these bullets. We can't open the mold. We don't have to. We got some cast samples here. And it looks like he might have cast them in all of the profiles to show what we've got. Okay, so we got a penta, and there's the bullet. Nice looking bullet. And you know something? Maybe we can build some loads with these new barrels around these bullets. There's a nice deep hollow point. I know I'm not focusing great. Let's see if I can zoom in more and get you a better view of this. There we go. How's that? Look at that hollow point. You almost have a shot out of that thing. And here's the penta. Nice and clean. Really, really nice. What do we got over here? We got a cup. Just a shallow hollow point. Very, very nice. And here's another penta. And here's a solid. So that's what I thought. We got, what, 3? Penta, deep, shallow, and solid. So that's a full semi-wad cutter solid bullet. And there's another cup. There's another deep. There's another solid. So we've got, let me back out just a little bit on 2X. We can get them all on the screen. Because it's a 2-cavity mold. We got 2 pentas, 2 cups, 2 deeps, and 2 solids. Really, really, really nice. Thank you very much, Ricky. You shouldn't have done it. I really appreciate it, man. We've got such a great community here. Ricky has been joining us regularly on Friday night chats, and he's been a really, really nice addition to our panel. I enjoy seeing him as well as all the other guys every week. Missing seeing Kyle Lusk. He hasn't been around much. He comes on after because he works a different shift now, and he doesn't get out until 10 o'clock when we go off the air. So we don't get to see him. You guys don't get to see him. We get to talk to him every week. Most weeks he's on, most weeks. But you guys don't get to see him. And a couple of other guys that were on all the time, we don't really get to see him anymore. And we miss all our friends. So check us out on Friday nights on the Georgia Chat. And you can see a good bunch of people in the side chat and a good bunch of people on the panel. And this is the caliber of people for no reason, just because sent me a great Christmas present and even thought of Ellie Belly. Ellie's my dog. She's been on a couple of chats. She hangs around and makes her place known. So there we go. Ricky, thank you so much, man. This is awesome. And I got a card here probably and a little letter, so we'll see what he has to say, and we'll do that offline. And we'll come back with some more stuff. I don't know if I'm going to do much more with mounting this stuff because YouTube doesn't really like us to do that. But this is something new. I've never had this before, so I'm interested to see. Because it doesn't list it as being for the Contender. And I think it's simply because they dropped the Contender long ago. And this is made after the Contender was dropped from the lineup. So I'm thinking that's the reason it's not added, because I know a lot of these, the Omega for sure, and the Encore for sure, that the threading and bolt holes are the same. And the only part I wasn't sure was if the screws were the same size, if they didn't up the screw size. But it looks to me like they're right. So I think it's going to be fine. But the price was good. This was actually from Amazon. And the price was good. It was cheaper than anything else that was out there. And I know made from TC, it should be pretty good. So solid one-piece base in 30 millimeter. How can it be bad, you know? So it's going to be fine. All right. There we go, everybody. So I'll put a link to Ricky's channel. That's Six Shooter Texan. He does some great stuff, a lot of stuff with air guns. And he's been doing a lot of the 22 challenges. And they're a load of fun. Anybody who's not doing them and has watched me and the other guys do them, I have been lax lately. I haven't been doing them because I've had a lot of other things going on. I've developed a personal life, so I've been out and about making new friends and having a good time. So I haven't been making as many shooting videos. So hopefully we'll get back to that. But we're getting into wintertime and it's getting cold. So right now we're in hunting season. So I'm hunting. This is probably going to happen post into the new year, I think. So Christmas probably will have already happened by the time you're watching this on YouTube. And Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you had a wonderful and safe holiday season. I hope if it's not New Year's yet, you be careful on New Year's. We want you around. We love you and love to see you. So take care of yourself and take care of your loved ones. And as I like to tell everybody, remember, yesterday's gone. Tomorrow is not ever guaranteed. Today is a gift. That's why it's called a present. God bless everybody. CW out.